Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's been a while. Uh, this is another installment on my MST CFX-WS DC1. Lord, at least that's what I hope it is. I don't have the box in front of me, but so when I left off, I was talking about the interior and getting it ready to paint and to try to fit all that up and to get it all installed in the truck. Well, I have managed to get the interior put together. Now, mind you, this is the first time I've ever done a full interior, full depth interior in one of these rigs. And so it's not perfect. And there are some trim spots on it that you're going to spot. Some places I need to touch up with paint in order to try to hide it. But for now, you get the general idea of what it's looking like. Now, the chassis is all together. I've got it over here, kind of sitting by itself because I had to have the battery leads lengthened today. I am absolutely no good at soldering, so I took that up to my buddy Otto. Thank you again, Otto. You are the man. Love you guys to death. Best shop in just about the state, I'd have to say. You won't find a better shop around here. But again, Otto, thank you for the help with that. And also with that, I'm having to extend both the lead for the ESC to the receiver and the wire for the servo. The motor's forward mounted, and I'm putting the receiver in the back of this truck. So everything has to be lengthened in order to hide it and to get it to where I want it to run. But let me show you guys what I did with this interior. It's like, again, please don't hell hack me, and if you don't like it, great, but it's for my rig. I'm happy with it. I like the way it turned out. And so let me show you guys what we got. So here's the interior. And again, it's not perfect, but it will add a lot of depth to that Discovery body. Now, my buddy Derek did the print on this, and it was great. Still had to make a cut around the top of both the front and rear door panels on both sides in order to get it to sit under the window. It's all one piece. It's all glued. And I had to make a recess here, which I'll tighten it up with a little paint. But you can't see it once the body's on it. You really can't see it. So that doesn't really bother me. Then the bracing under the bottom I had to put in yesterday. I'm not going to worry about filling any gaps like right here because it's all hidden by the body. Now, the only thing that I chose to do was, if you notice, there's a scab piece here, and that was just to hold both the rear and the front door panels together and just mount them all at one time as one piece. And I did that on both sides. Now, it is not very light. It is not extremely heavy, but it's heavier than my buddy's interior I just happened to see up there at Hobby Shop. But all in all, pretty decent. The color is to mimic like a saddle color, but all it is a camo sand, and it looks really well. I know the lighting in here is terrible and it will not show it for what it is, but trust me, whenever I get this thing out in the sun, when the interior is in the truck and it's out in the sun, you'll see. This is really nice. It really went together well. There was a few issues, but nothing terrible. It's all glued into place, and it was a lot of fun to build. And here's the body if anybody's interested. But recess for the end of a battery pack. Here is a recess for the transfer case and the little short drive shaft. Just a really solid setup, and I'm really happy to have it. And it fits in there in one piece. Goes in super simple, and which is what I wanted, because I didn't want it to be mounted solid to where if you needed to service the transfer case or something, you had to go through an act of Congress to get everything apart. But yeah, so far so good. It's going to look great, I do believe. I have also started to run the headlights and taillights in the truck, and there was a little bit of a toss-up that I was trying to decide. I was trying to make a decision is what it was. Headlights, marker lights on the outside, and then tail lights on the back end. Where I was kind of up in the air was, did I want to put the light control box in the truck to give it, you know, brake lights, reverse lights. Along with that comes like the turn signals and all this that are kind of, I mean, that stuff really, the turn signals is kind of annoying to me, but it is cool. So I was trying to come to a decision on whether to put it in there. And what I've decided to do is just not run a control box to give it brake lights and reverse lights and things like that. So it's just going to have headlights, marker lights, tail lights, and those marker lights on the back end too. But it's still looking great. And I've started doing that. I've got the front end run. I've got to start laying in the rears, and then I can tie it all together and I'm going to just tie it to an empty channel on the receiver and just let it run, you know. It should be great. It should look great. But here's where we are with that. Both the headlights and the marker lights are 5mm. Now I'm running 5mm just solid white to the headlights, obviously, and then 5mm orange to the marker lights. And it took a little while to kind of finagle this thing. I didn't want a lot of wires running up here, so I've tied these two together into one run, which comes over and ties into these, and then leaves this one run. And pardon the taping job, but this is just to hold the wiring down. And so far it's back to here, and I've got these pieces here that I've got to tie up to the body, and then put together the rear harness for both of these buckets here. And so I don't know what I'm going to do. There is spaces for both 5mm and 3mm, which I have all of those. Just not exactly sure if I'm going to run 4 red 5mm, you know, for the tail lights, or just run 2. All up in the air, but it's all going to just tie in together and run into the bottom of the box that I have mounted in the back of the chassis, where the receiver is. And so it should all hide pretty easily. And as far as the mounting for this body, whenever I get everything wired, what I'm going to do is run Velcro here, strips of Velcro here, strips of Velcro on the other door, and then they will be Velcroed to the side of the interior. So no body posts. Should give it it should help with the scale realism. This has been a really cool truck to build, and I'm hoping that you guys will like it as much as I do whenever I get it finished. As soon as my wiring dries, I'll get the final video of the truck actually together. I'm hoping that should be sometime this week. I'm not sure what the day is, this Monday. But I would hope that at least by Friday, I've got a complete truck to show you guys, along with the trailer. And if we don't do nothing but take it, I won't be able to get any run video out on the trail right now, but we'll take it out here and blast it across the yard, if nothing else, and just show you guys what we wound up doing here. And but anyway, hope you guys are happy, healthy, and doing well out there. And if you made it this far, good. Thank you. Take good care of yourselves. Remember to check on your neighbors. Be a decent human, and we'll catch you on the next video, okay?